From a very young age, Robert Lewandowski demonstrated an innate love and passion for soccer. Even as a toddler, he had an unexplainable connection with the sport. There's a famous photo of him at the age of 3, holding a soccer ball. Lewandowski often jokes, "I always say that the ball maybe chose me," reflecting on how his life seemed destined to be intertwined with the game. Little did anyone know at the time that this small boy would grow up to become one of the greatest footballers of his generation. Throughout his illustrious career, Lewandowski has amassed an impressive list of accolades. He has won the German Bundesliga a remarkable 10 times, with both Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich. On top of that, he clinched the UEFA Champions League and the Spanish La Liga title, 2 of the most prestigious trophies in world football. His goal-scoring ability has been nothing short of extraordinary. With hundreds of goals scored for club and country, Lewandowski has twice been crowned the top scorer across Europe's top leagues. His consistency in front of goal has made him a nightmare for defenders across the globe. His longevity and success in the sport, Lewandowski believes, are not simply the result of his talent. He attributes much of his career to the foundation laid by his parents. Both his mother and father were athletes, which undoubtedly shaped his early years. His father, Christoph, was a judo champion, and his mother, Iwona, played volleyball professionally. From an early age, Lewandowski was immersed in the world of sport, not just soccer. His father, who was also his physical education teacher, would often drive him an hour to and from training sessions after school. But beyond soccer, Christoph encouraged his son to try other disciplines, including judo and gymnastics. Lewandowski believes that the variety of movements and flexibility required in these sports helped him prepare for the demands of top-level soccer. It wasn't just his parents that shaped his career. Lewandowski credits the key people he met along the way for providing crucial advice that helped him grow as a player and person. He often reflects on how important the guidance from others has been, and now, with a wealth of experience, he tries to pass on some of that wisdom to the next generation. But one of the most critical factors in his career has been his unwavering determination and focus. He speaks often about how, at a young age, he developed the ability to block out external pressures and focus solely on what was best for him. This mindset was put to the test during a difficult period in Lewandowski's life. At the age of 17, the young forward suffered a serious knee injury, and soon after, he was released from the reserve team of Legia Warsaw, one of Poland's most prominent football clubs. This came just a year after the tragic death of his father, who had fought a long battle with illness. For a young boy, this period was incredibly challenging, emotionally and physically. Lewandowski himself admits that he seriously considered quitting football during this time. "It's the time you want to speak about some subjects only with your father," he says, reflecting on his loss. It was a heartbreaking time, and the injury had left him feeling like he might never return to his previous form. Despite the overwhelming doubts from those around him, Lewandowski made the decision not to give up. His mother was a pillar of support during this time, encouraging him to continue chasing his dreams. He made the bold decision to join a smaller club, Znicz Pruszcz W, in Poland's 3rd division. It was a move that would prove pivotal. Lewandowski wasn't just playing to recover his form, he was playing to prove the doubters wrong. His resilience and self-belief drove him to overcome the challenges, and it set the tone for the rest of his career. When you are young, so many people try to advise you. You can listen to them, but in the end, you have to know what is best for yourself, he reflects. As his career progressed, the pressure to perform only grew. With each season of success, the expectations intensified. As a striker, his primary job was to score goals, and the pressure to deliver on that front was immense. Lewandowski acknowledges the weight of those expectations but has learned to embrace them. "A few years ago, I started to take this expectation from another side to give me more power and make me more motivated," he explains. This shift in perspective has allowed him to thrive even under intense scrutiny. The mentality that helped him overcome his early setbacks became his greatest weapon as he climbed to the top of the football world. On top of the physical challenges, Lewandowski also contends with the mental pressures that come with being in the public eye. With 36.4 million followers on Instagram, he faces both adoration and criticism from fans, and unfortunately, social media can sometimes bring out the worst in people. Lewandowski has learned to deal with the negative comments and the occasional abuse from anonymous accounts. We are humans, and humans try to find people who are stronger than us to put our weakness out to feel better. He reflects on the nature of online trolling. He has worked hard to build emotional protection around himself and his family, emphasizing the importance of mental health. Mental health is also very important to me, not only as a football player, but also as a person, he says. Lewandowski's entrepreneurial spirit doesn't stop there. He has also ventured into the world of padel, a sport that has gained significant popularity in recent years, especially in Spain. Since moving to Barcelona in 2022, Lewandowski has taken up padel and even became a team owner in the Hexagon Cup competition. He admits that he didn't know much about the sport initially, but his curiosity and passion for learning drove him to explore this new field. Beyond business, Lewandowski has a strong desire to give back to society. Together with his wife, Anna, he has supported numerous charitable initiatives, particularly those focused on helping children. He recalls visiting children on an oncology ward at the age of 18 or 19, an experience that deeply impacted him. That helped me a lot to understand that so many kids on the ward do not have the opportunity to have the kind of life I have, he says. This experience shaped his view of what is truly important in life. For all his success on the field, Lewandowski remains grounded in his passion for the game. Even after scoring more than 700 goals for club and country, the feeling of finding the back of the net still excites him. Every goal gives me more power, he says. And while he knows that his playing days are limited, he is determined to end his career on his own terms. He wants to be the one to decide when it's time to hang up his boots. When I wake up one day and feel I don't want to go to the training session, that will be the first moment to start thinking about retiring, he concludes. That's the end of this video. If you liked the video, please make sure to subscribe the channel for more upcoming videos.